Source, obviously massive amounts of support going over. It must be a huge boost to have it, and I guess much like the guy said, you want everyone to get there safe and sound.
Yeah, obviously just to reiterate what the guys before me have said is that safety is obviously the #1 priority. We want to make sure everyone gets over there safely and gets ready for the game. And I've got lots of family driving over myself, so I know they're going to be well prepared when they drive over and make sure they get there ready for the excitement of the parade.
And how big will that excitement be in that fanfare? We know a lot of people are going over. How important is that for the team on the day?
Yeah, it is. It's going to be unreal. Obviously, we've it's an important game for Richmond. They haven't been there since 1982, and we know how big the Tiger Army is. So, but we've got full confidence that the 19th man and all the Crow supporters will make their way over to Melbourne and really get behind us and make sure that we got plenty of support over there as well.
Speaking of safety, Rory Sloane's safe for the weekend, which was probably not a surprise to many, but good that it's finally sorted out, Source.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think Sloaney would have lost too much sleep over it. It was just two balls going hard for the footy, and by the sounds, everyone's been cleared. So now we can look forward to the game, enjoy the build-up, and get ready for the game.
Just on Cochin, you're happy he's playing? I think most footy people said it's a good result. Are you of the same view?
Yeah, I think so. I think knowing Trent, know the way he prepares. He's obviously a really strong competitor. He goes hard at the footy. I think he plays the game the right way, and it's exciting for them that now their captain's available, and it's going to be a good challenge for us.
Sunk in yet? The enormity of it all?
Probably with all you guys here, probably it has. Yeah. Over the weekend, it's probably been a bit surreal. Just preparing to get ready to play again. But I took my dog for a walk yesterday and just took 15-20 minutes just to take in what we'd actually done. But at the same time, knowing that it's nothing if we don't get the win this week. So we're excited by the prospect of putting ourselves out there and hopefully getting the win.
Anyone stopped you on the walk?
No, I haven't. I get a few weird looks every now and then, but I'm in my little neighbourhood down there in Glenelg, so everything's still pretty good.
What about for you, Source? It's been an emotional roller coaster the last couple of weeks. How have you coped with the highs and lows?
Yeah, I think that's a bit of an understatement. Emotional roller coaster. It's been a crazy past month. Obviously, it's been well spoken about the tragic event I went through, but at the same time, I've had real purpose around trying to get success. When I lost my brother Aaron, it wasn't ever about me. It's about us continuing the journey we started, back in 2011 when I got to the club. So, as a team, we've gone through some really tough times, and I think that's what you see out there is a really passionate team that play for each other, and the love and care I've got from the team, family, even the footy fans has been unreal, and I'm very thankful for everyone getting behind me.
How much has that helped you deal with that, Source, given that you've now got the biggest opportunity in your career? Yeah,
it has. It's been massive. When it happened, when I found out, I knew I had 8 days to get ready for the Giants, so I communicated with the club to find out what's going to best prepare me to play against the Giants, and I feel the communication's been really strong through the club. Pikey and everyone's been fantastic. So. Unfortunately, I've been through it before, and I feel I've got some pretty good tools to be able to deal with that. And playing footy with my mates out in the middle of Adelaide was definitely part of that.
So obviously, you spoke so eloquently about it. Who have some of the main supporters been for you? Family, obviously, but who else has really gotten around you and made you feel like you can focus on that purpose that you speak about?
Oh, obviously the club, Emma Barr, a player welfare manager, and Pikey. They're probably the guys that have driven it the most. So, first thing when they found out, they came around to my house and spent some time with me, and then I went back to Ardrossan and spent time with family and friends, and you saw on the media that the Ardrossan are going to lengths to make sure our family and me are well supported, which has been amazing from back home. And at the funeral, I had mates come over from Melbourne to be there for me. So the whole playing group's been fantastic. Right from Taylor Walker right through to Matt Signorelli, the youngest guy. They've all got around me and made sure I'm comfortable in my surrounds, and I guess just treated me normally, and that's what I wanted.
There's been a lot of focus on Dustin Martin. Is there a concern that everyone focuses on him too much rather than Richmond as a team?
No, not at all. I think every week we've copped, whether it's Danger or Selwood or someone like that. Every team's got some really good players, and Richmond are no different. Dusty's obviously, I guess, the head act at the moment. You got the Brownlow later on tonight, and but I think respectfully they've got a lot of fantastic players, and they're good players in their own right. We're going to have to play well as a team and make sure we limit, I guess, their supply of their forwards and play really well.
But when he has the ball, how do you beat him?
I think he's like every other player. Just put pressure on him and make him make a decision. We obviously see that he's really strong and he breaks a lot of tackles, and we've got to make sure that we're on top of that. But as mentioned, they've got a lot of good players, and we'll focus on all of them.
Do you expect he'll play most of the time in the midfield? He played a lot up forward against Giants on the weekend.
Yeah, he did. I don't know, I'll leave that up to Richmond, but we'll have a look later in the week. We'll leave that up to the coaches and that to let us know what the plan with Dusty is. But at the moment, it's about recovering from the game and making sure we're getting ready to go this week.
In the midfield though, like when you obviously know he's around the stoppages, what do you have to do to make sure he doesn't sort of get in there and win the contested ball?
I think he's no different than any other midfielder. They've got Cochin and all these types around that have been fantastic. Every week, last week it was Selwood and Danger. We'll back our guys in to get the job done. We've got a lot of good midfielders in really, really strong form. So, hopefully, first of all, we'll get what we want and then see how the game plans out from there.
What do you take from the round 6 clash, Source? A lot of confidence from that?
This was a fair while ago, to be honest. I think the confidence we've got as a team at the moment comes from the way we've performed, the last couple of weeks. We're really confident in our ability to, if we play the way we want, we should get a result. So, but at the same time, we've watched Richmond play the last probably month to 6 weeks, and they've got a lot of momentum going at the moment. They're going to be hard to stop. At this time of the year, every team's coming off a win when they're in the grand final, so it's going to be another tough challenge.
So it's a great journey for you from Carlton. Same with Eddie Betts. You've shared a lot of the journey, and he's spoken about 13 years and the fact that he was a bit off the rails when he started as a teenager. Can you just tell us how far he's come as a human being and a footballer in his 10, 12, 13 years that you've known him?
Yeah, obviously I've spent a lot of time with Eddie. He's unreal. When I got to the club at Carlton, he had that raw talent. Probably didn't have the work rate and the understanding of what it took to play at the top level. And he's always been a fantastic player. But I reckon ever since he came to Adelaide, he's changed body shape, which I think is pretty big change. And he's worked really hard. He's a really strong leader now. And the thing that big with Eddie is he's consistent and he plays well when we need him. And that's all you can ask of a leader. He's got genuine care about everyone in the team, and that's another part of our culture. And he's a guy that really drives that.
And he seems like a mentor. With Charlie, he was genuinely like a kid in a candy store. He seems like he thrives on other people, not just himself doing well.
Yeah, it does, and I think that's the way you play. When you watch him play, he probably gives off goals that he should kick, things like that, which shows he doesn't care about the Coleman medal or the individual acts or anything like that. He gets real satisfaction from not only Charlie and the Indigenous boys, but also all the other guys in the team that he spends a lot of time with. So, as mentioned, he's a really strong leader of ours and a guy that is performing really well.
You're going to the Brownlow tonight, Source. What are the plans? And I have to ask this for someone else. Is your partner going tonight?
Yes, she is. She's at home getting all dolled up now. So, we'll be venturing in Adelaide Oval. Not sure how many boys are going or whatnot, but should be an enjoyable night and looking forward to see how it unfolds.
What's the latest for Mitch McGovern, Source? Do you know if he trained on the weekend? Is he likely to play on Saturday?
I think as a club we're going to give him every chance. Gov was back running last week, and he's going to give himself every chance to get right. Obviously we're at Monday, the game's not till Saturday, so a lot of water to go under the bridge yet, but hopefully he can train really well and put his hand up as he's been an integral part of our team.
Have you got any last one, guys? Brownlow tips or crows that might do well this evening?
I think Matty Crouch might be a bit of a sleeper. I guess it's probably not really a sleeper, but we win a lot of games and he's right under the umpire's nose. He loves getting into him, Matty. So we'll see how that goes for him. But I think he's as good a chance as any. We see Prutis and Mitchell and these types in previous counts. They've actually polled really well, and I don't think Matty's too different from them. So hopefully he can go all right, and we can have a nice good night here in Adelaide as well.